What's going on, everybody? Scavalad here. I'm sending you all peace, love, and happiness. So take it all, embrace it all, embody it all. And we're going to dive straight into today's topic. It is going to be, I don't know actually how to fully explain it, but I'm going to talk about hospitals and patterns in hospitals that are very cultish, cult type of vibes, and just patterns that I notice when I've been to hospitals that just kind of creep me the fuck out. Okay, so let me get some context to this. So I've been to the hospital a few times, okay, but last year when it was the most detailed and I saw the most patterns, obviously, was when I was in my drug-induced psychosis. Okay, so I was in there all of May of 2020. And obviously, being in a psychosis, it's an altered state of reality, consciousness, perspective. But it's not like I wasn't there still. I was still aware and conscious of what I'm kind of seeing, right? Except I see certain patterns, or I saw certain patterns that I couldn't describe when I was not psychotic as much, right? It's just the way they say things in there make it seem like everybody in the hospital knows something that you don't, but if you catch on to the thing that they're talking about, they'll almost make it seem like you know, or but they're not gonna really confirm that they're a part of it. Kind of just trippy as shit. And my buddy, my same buddy that has been through a psychosis for a few years, he's perfectly perfect now, but he was through the same situation kind of vibe, right? A psychosis, and he saw the same similar patterns. I'm always going to his place. He lives near me, and we're just talking about the psychosis and the hospitals and this creepy cult vibe of they're government funded, or but it's almost like they're a part of some government agency that just trains people to think they keep marks on certain people that are not meant to. How do I explain this? The certain people that come in, they know they're almost like a special person that can do something in their lifetime that can make an impact to expose the matrix or the system of control, right? Because hospitals are a part of that. Hospitals are basically just pharmaceuticals. Unless it's the emergency, right? We're I fucking broke my leg. Oh, my arm's sticking out, my bone, right? Then yes, that's an emergency. But I'm talking about the prescription kind of thing in general, right? Because obviously they're funded. Obviously they've been created by the higher up people, the elites that manufactured these drugs, and then the companies that manufacture them, obviously. And it's not prescription medication, for the most part, doesn't work. It just kind of numbs the pain and numbs certain things and makes it helps the chemical imbalance, right? With the SSRIs and whatever. But does it really? It just kind of numbs the person of what they're feeling, so they don't feel it again. And then that's not really solving the problem, right? That's just covering it up. And I'll worry about it at some other time, instead of going deep into why am I feeling like this. And you can change the fucking chemical imbalance just by doing the work on yourself, right? I feel. And it's just these fucking they don't work. Obviously, hospitals, it's a system. It's corrupt, kind of. Certain things work. Yes, there's certain, or therapy, or counseling, or certain medications if you have AIDS or something. Maybe there is a holistic Ayurvedic approach to even STIs and STDs and AIDS and HIV and those kind of things, but obviously pills don't work for most people. I mean, it was just going to numb them. For me, I was on them for like 12, 13 years. They never worked. I'm the one that fixed myself. Like, I mean, I still go through emotions, but it's like, I'm on a journey of healing myself, right? If I get an emotion, I'm going to why do I feel this certain emotion? But I'm a fucking human. I'm allowed to feel these emotions. So why can't I feel them, right? You feel me? All right. So back to the story of like a hospital vibe, okay? So when I was in there though, like you see just like it's so creepy how you look at certain people in there and like even like, okay, me and my buddy knows like the nurses, whenever you're on like, I guess it's the crazy floor, the psychiatric floor or whatever, but all they're doing like is typing. They're just typing. And then like whenever you go up to the nurse's station, like I was fucking hungry in there all the time. And you ask for a snack, it's like they look at you, like every single one of them looks at you. And then if you're not their patient, they go back to typing. But I never knew what they were typing. And then it's like they're typing everything you're saying. It's like, I need food. They're like, oh, at 1:52 p.m. he said, I need food. He has a smirk on his face. Oh, that's very cute. And it's like they're testing you. It's like they even have fucking patients that come into the hospital that are like workers or staff or undercover something. Because there will be people that came in that were at the same level of crazy I was after me being in there and then get discharged before me coming out. Like they'll be in there for a few days, yet they've been through like this, like the same experience as me, and then they just get let go. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like they were in there to spy on me to see if I was normal yet, or see what I could tell that person. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just creepy as shit. And they're all like, obviously they're nurses, but it's almost like they're not even aware that they're being programmed. They're being controlled by an entity or a higher power up the fucking pyramid, or like certain things like that. And obviously the hospitals, like I'm saying, they're not, they're an establishment. They're, what's the word? Like it's a system, like, you know, like it's like the school system, the medical system, the money, like they're all under the same fucking control, right? And they're funded by the same blah blah blah. Especially with this shit going on, how like the doctors are paid to say they died of, you know what, or like pushing the V's, the jab, and it's like I don't know about this whole thing, right? Like these patents, this cult type thing. It's obviously not like a fucking known cult thing, but it's creepy. It's creepy as shit being in hospitals. And I was in there a few weeks ago because I had like a panic attack while I was smoking weed. And I see it again. I see these weird ass patterns of like control and like I don't know how to explain it, right? But then speaking of another story, okay, when I was on that crazy floor, that's what I call it. But I'm not making fun. I was fucking crazy. I'm still crazy, right? But it's not like I'm grounded. I'm me. You know, it's like I'm weird. I like being not normal. I like being a fucking outcast, right? I embrace it. And there was this dude. I think he was next to my room, and he was in the corner, okay? And he wasn't I think he might have been like autistic or some type of thing on that kind of spectrum, right? And he was a fucking genius. So you just look at him and he knows what you're saying, okay? Like he would be like scream, like he'd scream every so once in a while, and then like, because that's, I guess, was part of what he did. But you talk to him, and they wouldn't let you talk to him though. They'd come if you're talking to him. Like he's in a room. I swear he never came out because it was locked. And then they had a screen, like a movable screen that they'd put in front of the door if someone tried talking to him. But it was his birthday when I was like, happy birthday. I was trying to talk to him. And you can see he's a fucking genius on the inside of his head, like in the inside. And he's doing like he understands everything you're saying. He just won't answer it in a specific way, I guess, and they don't want you to look at him. But the crazy thing is, my buddy, that was the same buddy that was through the psychosis about like a year and a half before, the same guy, I'm not going to mention his name, but the same guy was in that same room which means he's been in there for over, like, I swear, 2 fucking years. That's all that they have him in one fucking room locked up. And it kind of got me triggered when he mentioned this. I was like, wait, what? You know that guy? And I was like, yeah. And we both were like, he's a fucking genius. Because he said, actually, when he was in there, he was like tapping a crayon on the glass. Okay? He wasn't drawing. He was tapping a crayon on the glass with like a paper too. And then a week later, the glass was broken. Which means like this dude was looking for the weak fucking spots in the glass to bust it open to try and escape. But you can just like look in his eyes, look in his soul, and he's like, he's a genius. He knows what's going on, but how can he get out? You know what I mean? Like, it was fucking, it kind of got me triggered. It got me a little like, they treat people like shit and they have people almost like held captive. It's like a prison on that floor at least, right? Like, but the hospitals are just not, it's outdated in the sense of how it's run. It's corrupt. Doesn't serve in the way that it could, I guess, right? And because it's controlled by certain figures and people in the world, it kind of remains the same to push certain agendas, to get people hooked on pharmaceuticals or healing modalities that really don't fucking work, that just numb the pain, numb your soul, block out like anything. And I know that from firsthand experience, right? Because like I was saying, I was on prescription medications for like 13 plus years, and it's like, well, I'm depressed, but these antidepressants aren't working, and I still want to kill myself even more. And that's one of the side effects of the pills. So come on, you got to really like think freely and don't just be like programmed by, oh, you need these pills, you need these meds, they're going to make you feel so much better. And I mean, hey, they might work for certain people, but come on, it's not sustainable, this kind of fucking shit, if there's this agenda behind it, right? I don't know. Okay, you feel me? Do you kind of get where I'm coming at? But the hospital vibe was just kind of creepy. And there's the what's it called? The staff of the staff of Asclepius, you know, the snake, or the staff with the snakes wrapping, 2 snakes wrapped around it and the wings, that kind of thing. And obviously, I mean, has multiple interpretations actually. When you look at it, it's what was it? The one is well, it says it represents healing, rebirth, and knowledge. And it's also, I'm pretty sure, the Kundalini energy, if you want to get like all esoteric and spiritual with it. And I mean, hey, it kind of looks creepy. I mean, I don't know. Like, I want to get that. I was actually looking, I was like, yo, I'm going to get that tattooed on my back. That looks like, come on, that looks sick, because the wings would be up on the shoulders. The staff would go straight down the back, and then the snakes wrapping around it, like a full back tattoo. That'd be fucking wicked. And that's the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Why not, right? But no, like, just creepy, man. Everything about a hospital has like a creepy ass vibe, and there's just something about it, you know? And it's almost like even the security guards, they make it like well, what else? Psychos is like, you're not gonna run. But it was like they were testing me. They're like, you're not gonna run. And I was like, I have to run. So then I run, and then they take you down, they pin you down. There's like 6 of them trying to pin you down, and they're putting their thumb in your neck and shit. And it's like, training too, they're really not like as trained as they should be. It's just creepy, just super creepy hospitals. I don't know, you know. And like what they want to pump you, like when you have fucking a baby's being born, they pump all these vaccines and shit into you, and it's like, man, is it really gonna make me healthy, this shit? No. But let me know, like, if you've had any hospital experiences that are very creepy, cult-like. When you look at it, if you look like you're in like an institution, in a system, not in a welcoming fucking place of healing. It's more like a place of death. That's how I feel. Death, control, programming, and manipulation, and greed. That's what I see when I walk into a hospital. That's what I see when you fucking look at a hospital. When I drive by, it's like creepy. But with that being said, thank you so much for tuning into this video. It's greatly appreciated. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to comment, like I'm saying, comment something like if you've had or if you feel this kind of way about hospitals, okay? And if you want to subscribe, click. Thank you again. I'm Scott Vlad, and I'm out of here. Peace.